Welcome to the Healing Corner podcast, where real conversations meet deep healing. If you're ready to transform your life, you're in the right place.
We're your hosts, Coach Deb and Coach Yamz, two passionate coaches dedicated to helping you navigate life's transitions through healing, self-care, and personal growth. Our mission is to raise the world's vibration by providing tools, wisdom, and community to help you live a happier, more fulfilling life.
Join us every second and fourth Saturday for thought-provoking discussions, expert insight, and real stories of healing and transformation.
Be sure to subscribe and leave a review to help us reach more people on their healing journey. Hello, friends, family. Welcome to the Healing Corner podcast for one last time. Today's episode is a love letter, if you will. It's a reflection. It's a release. It's a reminder that healing doesn't end simply because things evolve, because life changes, ever evolving, ever changing.
And remember, we recreated this corner to hold space for true transformation and radical self-love. And today we close it with reverence and intent.
Yes, so I am Coach Yamz. I'm here with Coach Deb. This is our final episode of the Healing Corner podcast at this time. And the title of today's episode is Beyond the Corner, Carrying Healing Forward. And so I think that an appropriate place to start would be what the podcast has meant for us and to the community. Would you like to start, Deb?
Sure. So when we originally started this podcast, it was kind of funny because how we even met was through a community. So, we decided to come together and bring a place where people could tell their stories and also reach out to others that maybe had not heard of a story that's similar to theirs. They could relate to it and grow a connection with someone outside of themselves. So that was originally why we decided to come up with the podcast, to be able to broadcast to nations. And honestly, we were able to do that. We were able to accomplish that, which is amazing. And I'm very proud of us for even being able to do that.
Absolutely.
What about you, Yams?
I think for me, like you said, it was the community connection that was the birthplace of this. And then to not just go from a concept and a conversation, but to actually bringing it into life and showing up every second and fourth Saturday. And y'all, we did that nonstop for over 2 years until we took the pause in the beginning of the year to recalibrate and kind of figure out what direction we want to go in. So the consistency of showing up for such an important piece of work and pouring love into it has been a special experience. And it's a testament to our capabilities to dream a thing and then bring it forward and for it to actually have impact on people. And so that's been real magical for me.
Yep. And also remember, each conversation cracked something that opened up to us. So we didn't just speak from speak about healing, but we were actually living in it. So just always remember that, guys, because we're going to still keep the videos up and keep that.
I'll say 100% because we had guests on and even show topics that we picked were things of areas either that we've healed through or that we ourselves are still trying to figure out. And we know that you don't know what you don't know. And so having a space to have these conversations is how you then start to be able to collectively come together with new ideas, a different perspective, and impact how you're choosing to go about living your life. Because there's more than one way to go about a thing. And so options is what we wanted to bring y'all.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So We are, remember that the website is going to remain live, and that
Mhm.
is the healingcornerpodcast.com. So you can still revisit any of the episodes that we have previously recorded and check those out. Make sure you're sharing them because it's still room for other people to be able to heal with those tools that we have put in place for everyone to look at and see.
Absolutely. And so you may be wondering why we are choosing to end this chapter now. Um, Letting go can be sacred. It's not about throwing anything away, but sometimes it's important to redirect energy, to redirect focus so that you can continue on the journey that feels most aligned with your life, honestly. Um, we didn't want to get to a place where we felt forced or where we were feeling burned out. We wanted to continue to show up in a whole way and not just be like throwing a thing together. And so, there's power in honoring when something has fulfilled its mission. What you got to say, Deb?
And just know that this decision wasn't easy. We wanted to keep going, but again, kind of what Jam said, purpose has a rhythm, and sometimes it's okay to shift and go into a different direction. Um, Also, me and her separately have a lot going on. If you guys are interested in you still working with us, you can check out our websites. We definitely have those in the description box
Mhm.
as well.
And I was going to say, if you want, go ahead and give the people information about where to find you. We'll put it in the description, obviously, but where to find you, the types of services that you offer,
Yeah.
so that they just know. And then I'll do that after you.
Okay. So you can find me at debshealingcornerstone.com, or you can email me at debstarot52. That's the best one. .com. I mean 52 at gmail.com, excuse me. So I offer services if you want any like personal coaching. I do also do intuitive readings. So, but that includes cards. I can also do channelings as well. So if you're interested in any of those services, go ahead and hit me up.
Hmm. And for me, if you're interested in any of the services that I offer, which is, so I have a coaching business, Healing is Work Coaching. If you're looking for one on one support to reclaim your power, figure out who you are, and to live your life on purpose, because maybe you lost yourself. Maybe you got caught up in being a mom or in being a caregiver for your parent, or whatever the case may be. Life piles on us, and sometimes we need somebody outside of us to help bring us through it so we can shine the way we really know that we deserve to shine. So one-on-one coaching is one thing that I offer. I also have a virtual dance party every Wednesday at noon Central Standard Time, where people come together to move their bodies, have fun, and release the buildup of energy and the stresses of the world. Dancing, there's so much power in movement. So dancewithyams.com is how you can find out about that. I also have a solo podcast, The Yams Experience. So yeah, anything that you want to know about me and how I do things and to connect with me, healingiswork.com. You can find everything there. Go ahead.
And then also we do want you guys to carry forward. We want to see that this impacted you in a real life way. So remember, healing is a lifelong unfoldment. And this podcast was a spark. It's not a source. It's not the source of your healing. Okay. And then also remember, you can heal and still have questions. So don't feel as though that's something that you're not healed because you still have questions, and then your story doesn't need to be complete to be powerful. So it's a continuation.
Yes, indeed. And we may be done with recording episodes and releasing new episodes, but the growth continues for us individually, for y'all as community. And so, two things I want to remind y'all of is to keep choosing alignment over approval. At the end of the day, if you are aligned with what you need and the direction you're headed in, everything else is going to work itself out. And it's way more valuable than seeking the approval of the outside, because at the end of the day, you got to live with you and look at you in the mirror. And then the other thing would be to trust in quiet seasons, because there's always noise, there's always motion. There is also power in silence and stillness. And sometimes you have to give yourself space for the silence and the stillness to be able to hear what's trying to come to you from inside you, because you have everything that you need inside of you. You just can't always hear it because it's drowned out with the noise of the world.
For sure. So we definitely want to thank you all for showing up for us and also for yourself and for the generations to come.
Mm-hmm. We hope that these episodes are a soothing balm, a blueprint, a breakthrough whenever you need them. They're always going to be there for you. And go ahead.
So in other words, this isn't goodbye, it's a continuation in a different form. So just always remember that you can use this as resources. Again, like I said, generation. So pass it on to your children. You know, this generation that's coming up behind us, they're more into technology. And, you know, this could be a forum to be able to break through for someone that you might want to spread some wisdom to. And maybe they're not hearing it from you directly, you know. So,
And sometimes you don't have the words per se. And so having it come from another source can sometimes allow someone to hear it in a different way, receive it in a different way. And so just know that the Healing Corner podcast, it was never the destination. It was just a little rest stop, if you will. And so now we task you with carrying your healing forward. And that's going to be done through your voice and through your stories and through you living your most authentic to yourself life. So, Deb, do you have any final words for the people?
I think that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed us. You can still leave us reviews because we would love to know like how you felt, and especially if you come after the fact that we're no longer posting. We still would love to get the feedback from any previous guests and as well as those that are checking us out for the first time.
And also feel free to ask us questions still, because just because we aren't releasing new things doesn't mean that the access, like Deb said, to the website, to our email, and all the things, it's still there. Everything's still there. We're just not doing new things. And yeah, we look forward to what our independent things bring forward. We look forward to what collaborations may come in the future. We look forward to how y'all decide to continue your journeys forward, because you're the only person that can choose how you keep moving.
Yeah.
So, with so much love, Coach Yamz and Coach Deb out.
Deuces.
Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. So keep showing up for yourself.
If you enjoyed this episode, follow us on social media at the Healing Corner Podcast and visit www.thehealingcornerpodcast.com for more content, coaching, and ways to connect.
Until next time, keep healing, keep growing, and keep shining.